I'm having my breakfast. I gotta say this to myself. When you go back, dude, you need a serious diet. So when you look at this, you need a serious diet. So cut the crap. See you later. Bye. We arrived at Aruba. This is Aruba. Yeah, so now we're having a breakfast.
Good morning.
Oh, 20, yeah, okay.
And your driver for today. A few information I would like to share with you guys just before we start off. First thing first, please look above your head. There's a little black and white tag attached above your head that has nothing. In English means Orange Town. Just so you know, that's my phone. No, it's a dolphin actually. It's my phone. Let me put it on the side, and there you go. So as I said, the cruise facilities is located in the downtown shopping area by the name of Oranjestad. Oranjestad in English means Orange Town. Just so you know, everything is walking distance away from your cruise ship. And I'm referring to the downtown shopping area, souvenir stores, jewelry stores, restaurants. There you go. Walking distance away. If you take a look right now towards the right, this is leading you to the main gate, the main entrance and exit of the cruise facilities for you guys. Where it is we're going to be exiting from is only for authorized vehicles. There you have it towards the right. I'm going to show it to you guys shortly from the outside. Oranjestad, Orange Town. Our one happy island of Aruba was discovered by Alonso de Ojeda in the year of 1499. He was originally from Spain. After exploring the island, he abandoned the island, saying that the island doesn't have anything to offer to him. Well, little did he know, the island was rediscovered afterwards by the Dutch and the French, which had managed to share the island among the two of them until just around the Second World War. That's when they had their own little type of war here on the island, where the Dutch won over the French. From since then up to this present moment, the island belongs to only the Dutch, the Netherlands. And what is the Netherlands' national color?
Orange.
Orange, correct. So now you know why the color orange in Orange Town, Oranjestad. Now, since that the island belongs to the Netherlands, you must be wondering how the government system is here on the island. Well, here on the island, we have a minister's cabinet that consists of 12 ministers, and these are elected every 4 years. These ministers will appoint a prime minister to speak as the head of the cabinet. Now, this prime minister have to give account to the lieutenant governor, and the lieutenant governor is appointed by the King of the Netherlands, King Willem-Alexander, every 6 years. And he himself, the lieutenant governor, have to give account to the king. So if you ask me for the proper order, you got the bottom, the 12 ministers. Above them, you have the prime minister. Above the prime minister, you have the lieutenant governor. And above the lieutenant governor, you have the King of the Netherlands, King Willem-Alexander. For first time in history, we have a king at throne. And after him, it's going to be ladies again, because he have 3 sets of girls. So here we are towards the complete outside of the cruise facilities. Coming up, I'm going to point out the main gate from the outside. But shortly, you'll be able to see your home away from home, the Norwegian Jewel. Okay, there you have it. Towards the right, you can see the Norwegian Jewel. Coming up towards the right as well, you have the famous I Love Aruba sign. There you have it. And this is located right in front of the main gate. Continue looking towards the right where you can see the police vehicle parked right there. That is the main entrance and exit of the cruise facilities from this angle, okay? And as you can see, everything is walking distance away. To the left, the closest restaurant to the cruise facilities, the Old Fisherman. Here you can get authentic Aruban cuisine. Got a coffee shop next to it, a liquor store next to it, jewelry store. To the right, all of these right here are flea markets. They are closed, but later on today when we return, they will be open. Coming up towards the right as well, you have the ladies' best friend, which is the gentleman's worst nightmare, Diamonds International. You got a Harley Davidson store right in the back of it. Towards the left, more souvenir stores, and continue walking, you got more and more. Remember, all of this is only walking distance away. And as I mentioned already, they are closed, but later on today when we return, they will be open. A little shopping plaza right now towards the left. This is the Royal Plaza. And towards the right, more flea markets. Approaching us towards the left is what we here on the island calls the name brand mall. And the reason why we call it like that is because all of the name brand stores are located inside of it. Stores such as you can see, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors, Kate Spade, Carolina Herrera, yes, Gucci, Dolce Gabbana, and many, many more. But the real name of this mall is the Renaissance Mall. It's together with the Renaissance Resort. Even to the bridge that we're driving over right about now has the name of the Renaissance Bridge. They have the little Yeti that goes all the way towards the entrance of the lobby, collect their guests, and then head back out and carry them to their private island. They are the only resort on the island that has their own private island. This section right here is for adults only. Shortly, you will be able to see the one for families. Next door to the Renaissance Resort, also towards the left, this is our minister's office. Here is where you can locate them together with the members of parliament as well. Next door to the minister's office, it is written on the building, Parlamento de Aruba, which means Parliament of Aruba. Here is where all the meetings takes place. And the itsy bitsy office building you can see right next door to it, that is our Lieutenant Governor's office. Towards the right, the Renaissance Marketplace. In there you can locate a lot more restaurants and a couple of stores as well. And continue looking towards the right. In the background there, you can see the other section of the Renaissance Resort. As to the park that is right here in front of it, this is the Queen Wilhelmina Park. Queen Wilhelmina was the great-grandmother of our king. She herself was once at the throne. Right about now, you can see the statue of Queen Wilhelmina and the national flags once again. Towards the right, the red, white, and blue flag is the Netherlands flag. The blue flag with the 2 yellow stripes and the red star is the Aruba flag. The boulevard that we're driving upon on right about now has the name of the L.G. Smith Boulevard, named after Mr. Lloyd Smith. He was the one that came to the island in the beginning of the 1940s and reopened the doors of our refinery on behalf of the Exxon Oil Company of the US. The refinery used to be the main source of economy and industry back then here on the island. Unfortunately, not anymore, since that it had to close its doors in the year of 1985. From that year up to this present moment, our main source of economy and industry on the island has become tourism. So thank you guys for visiting our beautiful One Happy Island. Approaching us shortly towards the right, we'll be passing in front of the Aruba Tourism Plaza. Here you'll be able to see the Aruba Tourism logo, and if you pay close attention, you will also notice a piece of coral rock on top of a pedestal towards the front of it. This piece of coral rock is representing the grounds here of our island, which I will explain to you shortly how the island of Aruba was formed and came to exist. But right about now, towards the right, the Aruba Tourism logo. As for the colors that are being used for the Aruba Tourism logo, those are the colors of our flora and fauna here on the island. Now I'm going to point out that private island of the Renaissance to you guys. We will be looking at it from a distance though, okay? If you start taking a look towards the right across the fence, you're going to see a few cabanas and palm trees. Are you seeing them over there? Yes. That is where the private island of the Renaissance is located. It is also known as the Flamingo Island. And back to the left, this building right here is a very important department to the island, but it's a department that everyone around the world hates. What do you guys think it is?
Jail.
Correct, the tax department. Here on the island, we call it Directorate of Finances. Beautiful name, huh? Same taxes. And looking back towards the right, if you pay close attention, you're seeing it good. You can see the taxi lane, and a little bit more further in, you can see the runway of our international airport, the Queen Beatrix International Airport. The doors of our international airport was reopened in the beginning of the 1950s. We accept daily flights from all over the world. Shortly, you'll be able to see the airport building itself. Our one happy island of Aruba have a total coverage of approximately 77 square miles with a length of 19.6 miles long and only 6 miles wide. The island's population right about now is roughly about 120,000 registered people living on the island, with a total of nearly 50 different nationalities. The official language of the island is Dutch, since that the island belongs to the Netherlands, but the native language is Papiamento. Papiamento is a dialect of Spanish and Portuguese, but it also have a little bit of Dutch, French, English, and German inside of it. So yes, it is a potpourri of different languages. Later on today, I will teach you guys a little bit of the Papiamento language, but I will tell you from now, I won't be teaching you any bad words. If you want to learn any bad words in the Papiamento language, you're going to have to get in a private lesson with me after the tour. As to the island's currency, we do have our very own currency, and it is called the Aruban florin. But you guys have nothing to worry about because the US dollar is right next to it. Whenever you pay with US dollar, you do get your change back in US dollar. If you care to know what the exchange rate be from the US dollar to the Aruban florin, 1 US dollar equals to 1 Aruban florin and 75 cents. Also accepted island-wide is all major credit cards. Straight in front of us, it's going to be shortly towards the right, to the left, there's a roundabout right here holding all the different international flags. These are the different nationalities that we have living here on the island. And towards the right, you can see the airport building. As for the roof that is over the parking lot, is not any type of roof. On top of that roof are solar panels. About 75% of the airport's electricity is generated from those solar panels. Here on the island, we use this electricity of 110, 120 voltage. And how it is to generate the island its electricity is with the help of the following. We do have our very own electricity plant, and right there you can locate 2 huge diesel generators, also with the help of 12 huge turbine windmills. Now these are located towards the east end part of the island, and as last, the current of the ocean. So yes, that is what we use is to generate the island its electricity. As to our drinking water, we take the seawater and produce it into our drinking water. Yes, here on the island we use this desalinated water. We do have our very own water desalination water plant. Our water here on the island is rated the 3rd best water in the Caribbean. Besides making the island's own water and electricity, we also have our very own brewery, where they brew our local beers. And the names of our local bears are, you have number one, the Balashi, and the Balashi is similar to a Heineken. Number two, you have the Chill, and the Chill is similar to a Corona. Number three, you have the Magic Mango, and yes guys, it do taste just like mango. And number four, the latest one to the family, is the Magic Orange, and yes, this one do taste just like orange. At the stops of today, except for the stop of the Aruba Aloe Balm industry, you guys will be able to purchase them and try them out if you wish. Now guys, don't think I'm an alcoholic by telling you to drink beer so early in the morning. Just remember a couple of things. You're here on the island for a couple of hours and nobody knows you. Whatever happens on the island of Aruba stays on the island of Aruba. It might be right about now 8:45 here on the island, but I can guarantee you that somewhere around the world is beer o'clock already. So just purchase your beer and enjoy it. Millions and millions and millions of years ago, the island of Aruba had started to form at the bottom of the ocean through a volcanic lava. On top of this volcanic lava grew some lime coral rocks, limestone. After another volcanic explosion at the bottom of the ocean, this lava came above water. And the more it came above water, the more of an island was formed and came to exist. And that is how our one happy island of Aruba came to exist. The ground here on the island is pretty much hard, pretty much all out of coral rocks, and it's for this reason why we do not have no type of agriculture or plantations here on the island. Everything on the island is imported. Now yes, we do have a aloe plantation, but aloes do not need much ground to grow from. And here and there you will notice that even to the big trees that you will notice alongside of the road, they will have a piece of stick or piece of steel helping them to stay up straight, because some of their roots are above ground or they hardly have any roots in the ground. Now please do bear in mind guys that the island was only formed from a volcanic lava. We are not a volcanic island. As to the hill that you can see right about now towards the right, I do know that it looks a little bit like a volcano, correct? But please do bear in mind that we are not a volcanic island. That hill right there is the third highest point of the island, and it has the name Hooiberg. Hooiberg in English means haystack hill. And the haystack hill have a height of approximately 579 feet above sea level. As to the highest point of the island has a height of approximately 619 feet above sea level, and that hill has the name of the Yamanota Hill. Yamanota is a Indian name, and the Yamanota Hill have a height of approximately 619 feet above sea level. Indians were the first inhabitants here on the island, and they were called the Kaikitio Indians. Kaikitio in English means Catholic Arawaks. Thanks to these Indians, the biggest religion on the island is Catholic. Every district have their very own Catholic church. Close by to it, you will get the Catholic schools and also the Catholic cemetery. But more about those we will talk more later on today, because we are approaching our first stop. And our first stop is going to be the Kasibari Rock Formation. It is exactly what the name says it is, a rock formation. And this was formed by Mother Nature. This big piece of boulder that weighs more than 500 tons had become a well-known attraction on the island, not only for the locals, but also for our visiting guests. The reason why is because when you go towards the top of that big boulder, you have a beautiful view of the island. Nearly 360 degrees overview look. Please do take your time going up and coming down from that big boulder. Surrounding that big boulder is a beautiful garden with smaller rock formations. If you cannot manage to reach towards the top of the big boulder, I can guarantee you that you will be able to reach towards the top of even the smallest one, but then yes, you do not have that beautiful island overview look. Or you can just walk around in the garden and take your pictures. On the other side of the garden is a snack bar and also a souvenir store. Here you can feel free to purchase anything you wish to have. As for the restrooms, at this stop and also at the stop of the California Lighthouse, they do charge $1 to make use of the restrooms. This $1 is going towards maintenance, housekeeping, and utilities of the restrooms. At this stop, the restrooms are located behind of the souvenir store. In the garden of the rock formation, there are public restrooms, but majority of the time they are closed or they might be a little bit dirty. But the ones behind of the souvenir stores, I know they are clean, up and top, running. We're gonna be here at the Casibari Rock Formation for 20 minutes, 20. Best way to keep track of the time at every stop. As you exit the bus, take a quick look at your watch and time yourself. My minutes starts ticking down when the last person exits the bus. Like this, everyone have a fair chance of their amount of minutes, and like this, everyone will be back on board of the bus on time. When time is up and I'm missing a few of you guys, I will send out a notification to let you guys know that the time had finished and to please return back to the bus. And that notification sounds like this. Bump, bump. So you know when you hear that, what does it mean? Get back to the bus. Time is up. You have 5 minutes to reach back to the bus. After 5 minutes, guess what? No, after 5 minutes, I will send another notification. And that notification will sound like this. Bop, bop, bop. Now, do you know what that one means? Correct. That one means goodbye. And if you choose to come running towards the bus, then you will realize that the number 99 will be getting smaller in front of your eyes. In all my years of working, guys, I've never left no one behind at any of my stops, and I hope that today won't be the first time. So remember, as you exit the bus, take a quick look at your watch and time yourself. We're gonna be here for 20 minutes. Leaving your belongings on board of the bus, you can do that. If I exit the bus and I'm gonna be away from the bus, I will be closing the door behind of me. How to reach to the top of that big boulder? Well, shortly as you enter the garden, you're gonna notice a stairway to the left and another one towards the right. You can choose any side to start climbing to the top, because eventually those two stairways will join into one afterwards. Right exactly where they will be joining into one, right there you're gonna notice a little hiking trail that will lead you in the center of the rock formation all the way up to the rock formation, okay? When you're towards the top, you're gonna notice a long stairway that will lead you back down. You're gonna only take their stairway to come back down, guys. Please do not go and try to climb it to the top through this long stairway, because you will get exhausted halfway up, all right? You're only gonna come back down from there. You can see the rock formation already straight in front of us. I'm gonna slow down in just a bit so you can see the stairway that I'm talking about. We are currently towards the back of the rock formation, okay? Because the bus will be parked on the other side shortly. So take a look towards the right. You can see some folks just busy finished climbing to the top. Now you can see the long stairway that I'm talking about. So you're only gonna take that stairway to come back down, all right? How many minutes? 20. Bus number? 99. Seat number? 33. There you go. That's the way I want to hear all the numbers from 1 till 53.